Hey, it's the
John and
Other Show coming to you live
every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. right here on Facebook.
Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to our show on YouTube.
And always remember, keep it shiny side up,
Rubber side down.
we love you all.
That's right, we do. Deuces. Hey, it's the
John and
Heather Show coming to you live from
our production studio / landscaping central, because I cut a shit ton of grass today.
That's right. This
No joke.
poor guy
Yeah.
worked his wazoo off today.
Wazoo.
Yes, he did.
The fuck is a wazoo?
Your rear end, baby. He really did.
Yeah.
Not only did he do our yard, our entire yard,
Yes.
he did our daughter's yard too.
Yeah, no joke, man. So needless to say, I started mowing at 11 o'clock at this yard over here because I love my old lady. My old lady said, please do these few things for me. And my daughter's yard, she hasn't got it done in I don't know how long. So
5 months.
yeah, so the grass was like this friggin' high back there. So I went over with the lawnmower, did that, didn't get done till almost 6 o'clock. So needless to say, this is definitely, hey, princess. So anyway, it's like, needless to say, I did all the work for my daughter. I'm very happy that I get to keep her house looking nice. And I like doing it for my kid. I really do.
Yep.
I did, but it took me 6 hours to get all the grass cutting done because she asked me to, and I love her. Which also, one other thing that I love about this woman is we got Hells Machine in the shop.
Yes, we did.
Hells Machine is now in the shop. We dropped that off on Monday. The bike right now is at Iron Horse Performance and Parts. It's in Inverness on Highway 44. They're going to be doing the hog up like you wouldn't believe. It's going to be a brand new bike by the time it's out. These guys here are going to dyno tune it. They're going to go ahead and put headers on it. They're going to chip it. Just found out I need new
we'll talk
front
all
and rear
about
tire.
that with Robin because you
okay.
guys could talk shop.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah. So
Because why don't you tell us about the guests that we have coming on
We'll
today?
have a special guest, Robin Hawk, but let's go ahead and talk to our fans because they're all saying hello to everybody.
Hey,
Hey,
how you
princess,
doing?
how you doing?
Oh, I see. She was saying hi to you. not me.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not a princess.
How you doing, Christy?
Hey, Christy, what's up?
going on, Christy?
You can be down at Scooter Haven with us this weekend.
Yes, you will. We'll let
Scooter
you
Haven's
know
gonna
the
be
time
great.
that we're going to
God,
go.
we're going to have so much fun.
And the invitation is open to all of you.
Yes.
Any of you that would like to join us at Scooter Haven this weekend.
To be in Inglis, Florida.
We are going to have a great time. They're going to have music, live music.
Yes.
People were going to be there.
People. They'll actually be real people in Harleys.
You can touch them.
Nice. You could, yeah. We're bikers. You can touch us. We don't mind. I'm a huggy kind of guy. I like doing it. Look, fans are saying hi to each other. I love it.
We do. We really love that. So let's go ahead and let's talk about our guests that we have coming. Yes, yay, Scooter Haven.
Yeah, Scooter Haven, woohoo. That is no joke.
Anyways, let us get to our wonderful special guest tonight. We have Robin Hawk with us in the house, and Robin Hawk is an amazing woman that you and I ran into.
Oh yeah,
several times.
That was at Bert's Barracuda when we ran into her
at the expo.
Yeah,
yes, we did. We ran into her, and I'm not going to give away what she or who she was with because that's part of what we're doing.
Yeah, definitely.
But we really liked her.
No, she's just a sweetheart of a woman. We really had a good time.
Very outgoing.
Oh yeah, you gotta be in this business. You gotta be outgoing. You gotta be a people person. You gotta love other people. You gotta love your fellow biker too. So, in her case, she is very much lady biker oriented, which
Yes,
is great
she
for
is.
lady riders. She's very much a woman that likes to do positive and uplifting messages for other women, so women don't bring other women down, because women can get catty, and all you men know that your old lady with their old ladies could all get catty. Can't do that anymore. Women have to lift women up and support each other.
So let's bring her on, Robin Hawk. We're going to bring you on right now. Here we go. Here's Robin, everybody.
Robin. There you go.
Hi, Robin.
Woo!
How you doing?
How you doing, girl?
I'm doing awesome. I'm so excited to be here, you guys.
Oh,
thank
that's
you.
wonderful. Oh, it's nice to have you too.
We are so happy to have you with us.
Yes.
We want to.
All right. Listen, you guys, I'm so excited. I'm already seeing a ton of my girls in the chat room. Thank you for me, girls. I love you.
Oh, that's so sweet, because we're blowing up on this side.
Yeah,
too.
let's go through some of these comments. We have a lot of people coming in.
Go for it, baby.
I love it.
Hi, Christine.
Woo.
Woo! My girls.
Yeah,
like, I am the loudest chick in the entire world. So
there's nothing wrong with that at all. There is nothing wrong with that. You can be loud, you can be outgoing, do your thing, and let it rip.
So
exactly.
Guys, I am so excited to see all my girls in here. So I really love it.
Here's one, Boston Nelson saying, yay, Robin.
She's my ride or die, just so you know.
All right, there you go. Christine Dunn.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Chrissy. The Defender.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow, we're blowing up.
Robin
Rock.
Oh, Stephanie is my battle buddy. Love her. Great.
We'd like to show a little bit of your video if we can.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to try to go and show a little bit of it. And first, before we go, it's from your YouTube channel.
Yes.
Yes.
Which you have. Yes. And that pertains to your name.
Yes.
Uncaged Life.
Right. So the name of my business, I just started Uncaged Life. And so it really is all about no limits, no rules, just freedom. So it's really supporting women and just making sure that people understand that nobody should ever have limits placed upon them. Everybody should be able to be free to explore whatever things they want to. And, you know, I'm a girl that likes to do what they say you can't do. So whatever that is, I'm going to do it. And my girls are right there alongside of me all the time. And Heather, for sure, is definitely one of the girls, too.
Yeah, don't tell her no. That's the last thing you want to do, is tell her no, or you can't do it. That's the last words you want to tell this woman, because guess what? She will be up 5 days in a row getting it done better than me.
I will definitely try for that.
I don't even bother. She's relentless.
So I'm broadcasting actually tonight. If you notice, I'm broadcasting from the garage. So when you show the video clip, the famous big dog that I'm fixing is right behind me. Right there.
That's a beautiful bike.
That's low.
That's my big chopper that I've just got because, well, girls aren't supposed to be chopper girls, right? Well,
we love choppers. That's what we want as a second bike for us.
There's nothing sexier than a woman on a motorcycle from every man everywhere. That's as simple as that. There is nothing sexier than that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And all my girls, because they are the best women ever.
Yes. And I'll be more than happy to ride with any of you guys anytime.
Exactly.
I'm going to take you up on that May 31st.
I'll do it.
Oh, yeah. We'll get into it. That's going on.
Okay.
Well, we might as well talk about it right now. What is May 31st?
Yeah, what is May 31st?
Well, May 31st is our Rosie the Riveter Day.
Okay.
So I also, I'm a regional coordinator for Stilettos on Steel, which is a female rider group, not a club, but it's a group. And I'm a regional coordinator. I'm pretty active. And that's why when I refer to my girls, it's like I ride with 35 to 40 of the most beautiful, amazing women on the planet.
That's why when we run into you all of the time and you're with 4 or 5 beautiful women, it's 4 or 5 of you and you're all beautiful, vivacious, happy looking women.
Yes, they're amazing, and you know they really have changed my life. I try to support them in anything that they need, and just the sheer power that they have that sometimes they don't know they have. It amazes me. They inspire me. They move me. I love the women that I ride with, and my Stiletto girls are definitely that. And so, you know, the Stilettos organization wanted us to do a Rosie the Riveter ride last year for each chapter. And I was like, oh, I love Rosie the Riveter. She's so inspiring to me, the symbol of female empowerment.
Yes.
You know, women called to action at a time of need in history. What better symbol?
Happening right now.
So we totally dressed up. We did a look-alike contest last year. We did the whole thing, and we're doing it again bigger and better. And great news, surprise. So last week on your show, I tuned in to watch you guys. I love you guys. And Krista was on last week, Krista Grata Sexton. After the show, I reached out to her and I said, hey, listen, this is what we're doing. It's all about female empowerment and strength for women. And she's like, yeah, I'll come. I'll be a guest. I'll ride along.
She's awesome. She's such a sweet woman. You'll like her a lot. You'll like her a lot.
I watched her movie Nation's Fire, in case you forgot, people. Watch the movie, good stuff. She filmed it right up at Scooter Haven, which is near.
Yes, it was.
And Crystal Harley, I can't say enough about them. They've been so good to us. I work with them all the time. So Rosie the Riveter, May 31st, Crystal River. We have a ladies ride. We have and I, for the very first time, Uncaged Life, am sponsoring the ladies ride and bike show. Very different. Categories such as most patriotic, most rosy.
Nice.
Like very different.
Now, I see that you're wearing an Uncaged Lifestyle shirt. How can you get one of those?
Well, we'll be producing them shortly. So we're in production. We kind of got stalled thanks to recent situation that we shall not name. But we'll be producing all kinds of different things, lots of catchy T-shirts and things like that, just sort of floating around in my head.
With a thing like that, you can come up with some really great slogans.
Yeah, I trademarked my Uncaged Life. So we're working on all of those things and just started the business. And I'm going to be launching a female rider magazine soon. Uncaged Women.
Where do you get time for all of this? Aren't you also an assistant principal too on top of all this?
I am, and I have so many loves and passions. I love education. I love, making,
Where do you got time? Where do you got time? Is it like a clone of you or something running around and scheduling events?
Plus, she's married.
Well, and you got to take care. You got kids too at the house?
No, I'm a grandma.
Oh, okay. That's like us too. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Grandson.
And I have to say, I have to give a shout out huge to my husband. So every woman, I'm certainly a supporter of women empowerment and all of that. And I'm super independent and headstrong. And, like, my poor husband, he has to put up with that all the time. And I feel bad for him sometimes. But he is such a trooper. And in the garage, so the YouTube channel that we mentioned is all about, it's all about sharing my journey learning, because I've never worked on motorcycles. I worked on cars and did all of that, and but I've never done that. And so it's all about sharing my journey to learn. And I could not do it without him. He's the love of my life. He's my soulmate. We ride together all the time. And he really is, so patient with me, and he's learning patience because that's tough for him. But he's been such a trooper, and he's showing me every step of the way, which takes double the amount of time.
See, the problem is I am not a mechanic. That's the one thing that I can't do is I can't do mechanic on Harley. I'm a man, since I'm in the medical field. I'm the man you want standing next to you if your heart stops beating. Yes. Now, if my Harley tire pops or something on my bike falls off, I'd rather have you next to me that you can help me fix it. That tells you anything.
Or me, because I tried learning too. I bought a bike, a project bike, and I said I was going to learn how to fix it myself. And I had a friend of mine, and we were going to do it together. And I did some repairs on it, and I made it for a few $100s. I turned around and sold it and made a few $100s on it. So I felt like I was on top of the world. I was like, I did. I was able to take this bike and do a few things and make it look better and be a little bit better. And I sold it for a few $100 profit. So I felt good.
I helped you a little bit.
You should share your journey, because what I found is, in general, even so, the point of part of my YouTube channel is I realize not every woman is going to be like me and say, hey, I want to go out and wrench on my bike. But the hope is, even if they don't want to do that, if they watch a few episodes, what I hope is that they understand how not to get taken advantage of if they walk into a shop and somebody tells them you need this amount of work and you need this and you need this and you need this. If they watched a few videos and got at least familiar,
a little bit of knowledge.
you know, and they would have some knowledge to walk in and feel more confident. And
$104 an hour shop charge. Just a button real quick. I'm sorry.
No.
$4 an hour shop charge to get your Harley worked on. Gainesville Mercedes is $90. Think about that. You pay more to get your Harley worked on than if you had a $100,000 Mercedes.
I don't know. In this house, we've kind of developed, I don't know, by accident, a fleet.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And it's you know, so I personally, I mean, I just added the big dog because I you know, was like, what am I going to do? We have a spot in the garage. Like,
I love it. I love
it. I dragged my feet a long time. I said, you know, I really want a dirt bike to go back to my roots. And I thought I'd like to go back to my roots where I started on a dirt bike. And I was on a little tiny baby Honda.
Like we all started on a
CR80 and a CR125 and a QX50 Honda. Yes.
And then I went to enduro racing.
DT100 is what I had. Yamaha when I did that.
Listen, I've got the spirit of a racer. I went, and actually one of the women that inspired me too was Brittany Olson. She's a vintage racer, and she does the vintage board track racing out. Sons of Speed, Billy Lane, Sons of Speed. And I went there and I watched her, and I was like, she not only enters, she wins.
Really?
And I was like, oh my God.
Track racing?
Yeah. I was like, how can I do this? And I was like, well, I'm getting a little older. I'm getting a little broken. So I thought probably not the best point in my life to start that. So I was like, let me fill the space with the chopper instead.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, the dirt track racing, I always liked doing that too, even when I was a kid, because it's just fun. It's free. You know, you were a kid, you had your gear on, you had fun, you went ahead and, you know, just loved riding. You know, but now I just like, you know, now that I'm older, I like my big cruiser. I do. I have a Harley Ultra 2016, and I love it. I mean, she has my back seat, you know, and right now it's in the shop, and I have it getting a whole bunch of stuff done, chipped and dyno tuned and this and that. And yada yada, and their shop labor is only $80 an hour, which is actually reasonable if you think about it compared to everybody else.
And plus, we're so excited because we've been doing this and accumulating parts for probably maybe 6 to 8 months. We've been buying little by little what we can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Workbench parts, you know, and then the Harleys and the ones from overseas.
He rides the bike over this morning, and I follow over in our car. Pop open the trunk all full parts, and
all the guys come running out. All the guys come running out of the shop and like, ooh, parts, and they're going through it all with me, checking out all the parts that I'm bringing for the bike, and it was just fun. You know, who's this one? Ronnie Munn.
Renee's a guidance counselor, actually. Also, he's a friend of mine. And I just wanted to say thank you he really put a nice comment for me saying that I was a role model. I just want to say thank you, Renee. And his wife actually rides with me too. And I just want to say thank you. He's an amazing educator as well. And he's also
we love good educators. Me being one is a retired educator.
That's right, everybody. Heather too. I think that's totally why we get the vibe together. When I met you, I was like, I love this lady. She's awesome. And then
I mean, give me a break. I'm not going to let this one slip through my fingers. That's the truth. No, I love this one.
And I feel the same way for him.
You're lucky to have her. She's pretty darn amazing.
Well, thank you.
I know that.
But that's so cool that you started the same way with a little 50 and then you moved up. And look at you now. And then a chopper. I love that. I don't think you could be any sexier with a bike if you tried.
That is 100% correct.
Have you ever seen my so my everyday rider is my pride and joy. Everybody knows my bike because
it's the pink one.
Yeah, it's pink and it sparkles like diamonds. It took me 10 months to get that thing painted the way it is, and it was a whole thing. And as a girl, I was sort of put to the back of the line, even though I paid ahead and all of that. So at the end, when I went and picked it up, I had to have back surgery. So I did it while I had back surgery, so I wasn't tempted. My husband went and collected the tins for me and put them in the car. And he says, I'm going to leave you alone with the garage guy.
Okay.
And so it was hilarious because he just took the parts and went and let me say what I had to say. Was very pointedly and also very politely, because that's what I believe in, is very pointedly telling him that he made a really big mistake by putting me to the back. And then I watched it, I watched it. Oh, thanks, Christy.
Yeah, she's one of our fans. She's just.
I watched it, and I watched him pump out other male bikes, which was what really irritated me. So I kind of let him know how I felt about that. And several people have asked me about paint job, and the sad part is I don't recommend him because of that, because he really should have thought differently. hopefully he learns his lesson after I had the little chat with him.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think so,
you don't
because,
treat us women that way.
Yeah, and you have to get it out that if you're going to a shop and you're riding in there and you got money just as green as the man next to you, there should be no reason why your service isn't identical.
Yeah. You know what I also did recently because of my magazine that I'm going to launch? One of the articles I'm very interested in was doing a little market research and, what Harley or any dealership can learn from Girl Dollars. So I did this research survey and I'm working on it still. And I've had about 300 women respond about their experiences at different shops and what makes them say no, what makes them walk away from the deal. So I have some really good information to share that will be coming soon once I launch my first magazine, once we get out of this little fog.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that magazine.
Yeah, exactly.
And surveys are the best way. I mean, you and I both as educators know surveys are the best tool basically to get a feeling for your target area.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So the magazine that I'm trying to launch, I had the idea because I did write a few articles for Full Throttle. The guys at Full Throttle have been super sweet to me. I've worked with them a lot. Tony, friends with those guys. And I wrote a couple articles for them, but I just felt like I'm doing all of this work and it's one page in one magazine. And I would really like to see more women magazines. There's Women Rider Now, which is great.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to create a magazine for biker women, by biker women.
Okay.
With a multitude of angles. So the sport bike enthusiast, the classic bike enthusiast, the racer, the adventure rider, the dirt track, and all of that. And so I'm making the world smaller and smaller and smaller and bringing all of those women together on my Facebook community, Uncaged Women. And a YouTube channel. And
yes, well, go ahead and say that. You got the Uncaged Women on YouTube.
Robin Hawk's Uncaged Life is my YouTube channel, and my show is Chicks in the Garage. Because obviously, I'm a chick, Robin Hawk. I have a whole bird thing going on. And
I love that.
It's like totally funny. It's so funny when people realize that both my names are bird names. It was fake. It was supposed to happen.
Thank you, Christy. She said
so I'm doing that. So I have the YouTube channel. I have the Stilettos on Steel regional coordinator that I do. I have launching my own magazine, Uncaged Women, soon. And I also have my Facebook page that's for women riders and women motorcycle enthusiasts called Uncaged Women, where I'm bringing a positive community and connecting. One of the things that struck me is we have all these women with all this experience and knowledge about motorcycle, and none of us know what other people are doing. Like I asked a question in my group, like about adventure riding, and really nobody knew what that was. So, and then there's a whole segment of women's motorcycling that's adventure riding, which is largely off the beaten track, dual sport, dirt bike, and it's a whole big thing happening mostly in especially out in California and things like that. So there's this whole world and we're not connecting. So that is my dream. That is what I'm doing. And I'm working really alongside a lot of other amazing, amazing women. Kelly Jean Deming has started Women of Worth. Hey, Christine. Women of Worth Moto. And she's starting a whole group. And she's an amazing woman just like me, doing the same thing. She's so amazing. Jen Brew from Jacksonville. She's on the all-female ride. She's created that. We had over 400 women last year.
Wow.
I was part of the ride, and I applied to be on the committee because I believe so much in the cause. And this year I've been on the committee. We've had some delays. That one is July 31st weekend. It is an enormous ride for women, and it's the most powerful experience I've ever had as a woman.
Wow.
That is pretty damn cool.
That is really cool.
Find
time to breathe.
I truly believe my mantra is that, once I realized, my purpose, my voice, I found my voice on my fatty girl.
Okay.
So that is what I say. That bike will stay with me until the day I die. Because that is where
Linda, that's my friend Linda. Yeah, that's the name of her motorcycle club.
Yes, Stilettos on Steel, and I'm the Nature Coast chapter, and Crystal River chapter launched from me. So we're sister chapters up, and that's the northern chapter. So we cover all areas, basically from Route 54 in Pasco County all the way north. There are no chapters above us. We're building.
Well, next time you're down here in Crystal River, you need to stop by and see us.
Yeah,
of course. And you're coming to see me May 31st.
And also this weekend, Scooter Haven's going to
May
be open
31st, yeah, for the ride.
Yeah, you are.
That would be fun, yeah.
Yes.
Because, for me, I used to ride, of course, as we know, but due to having an accident, I made that choice.
Yeah.
And it was a smarter choice.
Yes.
I don't make that split-second decision.
It was hard for it.
Due to
Really
head
was.
trauma,
It was
I
hard.
can't. So I decided that it was better for me not to ride anymore.
Yeah.
But I take riding as a back seat very seriously.
Yes.
Because I have a responsibility to my rider, to my partner.
Yes.
And it's
pilot.
Yeah,
she's my co-pilot.
Exactly.
It's no joke. It's easier when she says, "Okay, start turning now over here," than me trying to look at the sat nav GPS while she's just in the back doing nothing. I'm going to miss my turn. No, this one has snacks with her. She has drinks. She has her water bottle. We'll be going down the road. I got Doritos going this way. Water in my mouth. Then I get a little hug, a little nibble on the ear, and another Dorito. It's great.
Yeah, sometimes I told Heather, sometimes, maybe I'd like to have a little nibble on the ear back there. Why not?
It's really nice. That's why she's
there's no way that the husband is going to climb back there with me. No way whatsoever.
It's not happening. No.
Yeah, I know.
Although he did ride so the other thing that I did is Harley, this was way out of my comfort zone, but Crystal Harley had a calendar contest last year. And a couple of friends said, "Hey, why don't we do the calendar contest?" So
I went into that calendar contest.
She was in it.
Yeah, I won second place. And so I'm in the calendar, and it was really nice and stuff, way out of my comfort zone. I don't usually do things like that. It's very tasteful, a beautiful picture. But to the photo shoot, because I also said to the competition, if I don't ride my bike to the competition and I say that I'm a rider, I'm not representing myself.
Yeah, I got you.
So I put on my helmet and I rode all the way up there, helmet, hair, and all, fixed myself up.
Harley,
and won second place. And then, all my girls came to support me. It was a surprise. I didn't know they were doing that. My husband helped orchestrate that. And so when I won second place, I was really shocked, first of all. I'm just a regular girl. I'm just your average, extra curvy girl, bigger.
Beautiful.
What's wrong with that?
And it's nothing.
Exactly.
And that's why, I was surprised because I was really happy with Crystal because they wanted a real motorcycle woman.
Yes. I have another friend that won, Renee.
Yes, Renee. I love Renee.
Yes, she's a good friend of mine. Renee Ladro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And so, my husband ended up riding, but to the photo shoot, I didn't know if it rained or something like that in the calendar. I'm stuck with that forever. So I said, he rode that thing, pink sparkly motorcycle, 45 miles to Florida.
I'm losing a bet.
Beeping and waving, and I'm I don't know if they're waving at you or that beautiful motorcycle.
I'm telling you, I'd be like me losing a bet. Okay, you got to ride the pink sparkly Harley. I could just see it the Barbie fringes on the sides. Oh yeah.
My ride or die Boston says that she would ride with me. Aw, thanks.
Oh, that is so nice.
Christy said I rocked it. You guys are so sweet. I love my women. They are the best. I am really blessed with the best friends in the entire world. And
that's so important.
And the funny story is I have to credit really a large part of that to Ann Zub, who is the founder of Stilettos on Steel, because when I came into this, I didn't have any friends. I've never made time for friends in my life. I've always been a workaholic, too busy.
Well,
and so now all of a sudden I get involved with Stilettos and I have to really loosen up on that. And then all of a sudden I have 50 to 100 to 1,000 nationwide.
Yes.
Best friends anybody could ever want. I'm so blessed.
Love you, baby.
That is fantastic.
Aww.
Well, I don't know about
it's hard when
oh man, we got all kinds of people
having the time that you don't have.
Having the time that you don't have.
And you just don't have that time.
Oh yeah, let's have the time.
You have to clone yourself because
I like that originally.
Exactly.
So there's another clone running around doing merchandising, and she said,
because I know what goes into being an AP.
Yes.
Being an assistant principal is a hard, time-consuming,
not deal with parents,
unpleasing for other people job.
It can be, definitely. But as you know from being in education, the rewards are exponential. I mean, just to, and like right now, we've, seen kids, normally I'd be seeing kids walk across the stage that they've worked for 12, 13 years. And that is like what makes you forget all of the hard days. It's just an extraordinary thing. And to know, I used to work dropout prevention because I have a special affinity for, at-risk kids.
Right.
And so I built my career largely on dropout prevention and just working with at-risk kids. And I love it more than anything because those kids, when they achieve and call me back 10 years later and say, Miss Hawk, this is what I'm doing, I can't, it's just, that's the payoff.
That's feeling.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
You is all special needs children.
I taught special needs all my life. And then I have a daughter who has special needs, who has Down syndrome.
Oh, yeah. I have a nephew. My brother's stepson is multi-handicapped as well, which also created a big love in my heart for the special needs students as well. So I oversee that department like it's my baby.
Yes. Because that's my Kayla bug. I love Kayla.
It takes a special breed of us.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Oh, God, yes. That's a hard job.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Hard job. I mean,
let me go ahead. I want to show some of your video and try to see how it goes.
Okay.
Let's see if I'm able to manage it. So do bear with me.
Yeah, we're trying to pull this up from YouTube and get it up here. That's our promo. We got like stuff in the queue.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, until you get it up, I can say hi.
Hi! We're in the middle of this whole containment thing with the coronavirus, and everybody kind of, getting like lost with their own feelings and emotions. And I wasn't supposed to launch my YouTube channel yet because I wasn't quite ready, but I just decided, you know what? Let's do it. Let's go. Because I realized that everybody needs something positive, and I'm all about the positive vibes. Anybody who knows me knows that I am. So I'm Robin Hawk, and I founded a new company called Uncaged Life, as you can see. And what Uncaged is basically for all of us who understand motorcycles and Jeeps and those kinds of things, that we like to live outside the box. I don't like to be stuck in a cage. I don't like to be told what to do. And when I found my voice as a female motorcycle rider, I realized that I had found something more powerful than that.
Yes.
I'm full of positive energy, and largely because of my motorcycle. I ride and ride and ride, and feeling the wind in my face, unencumbered by, a box that life has put around me. It makes me feel free. It makes me just feel such joy. And I kind of wanted to share that journey with other women. And as I did, I've been doing some things, to kind of surround myself with women and help build them up and try to build a very positive female riding community. And not only just for motorcycle riders, but for all women, because I truly believe that, nobody should have limits placed upon them, except for the ones that they choose themselves. So as I started to come along on that journey, I realized positive vibes, no rules, no limits. And ladies need to stick together and help each other out. So this YouTube channel is not just for women. Certainly not. It's not just for female motorcycle riders, but that's what it's certainly geared toward, because that's what we're going to be doing. So in this YouTube channel, I call it Chicks in the Garage. I wonder, where did I get that name? My name is Robin Hawk. It's kind of got a bird thing going there, and I definitely try to live my life uncaged, outside the box. I am kind of notorious for not doing what people want me to do all the time and kind of doing my own thing. I love my motorcycle, and anybody who knows me knows that I ride a 2007 Harley-Davidson Fat Boy.
There you go.
It is a motorcycle that I will probably keep my entire life. I found my voice on her. She's really pretty special to me, and I had her painted about a year and a half ago. And she's pink and sparkly, and when you look at her, she sparkles like pink diamonds. And throughout the whole motorcycle, there's a custom paint job that I had waited 10 months for. That's a whole other story. But that paint job is all like a modernized wings and bird wings, representative of my name, Robin Hawk. And also the idea that, we take flight. We have freedom. And on that motorcycle, I feel free. I feel joy. I feel the positive vibes running through my veins. And I've decided to share that journey with anybody else who wants to feel the same. So I've decided as a female motorcycle rider, if I'm going to be legit, right, and I'm going to start my own company, Uncaged Life, I better know what I'm talking about. I better get some credibility. I've always been curious my whole life about mechanics. As a kid, rode some dirt bikes and things like that. My life has come full circle now that I have my own motorcycles, which growing up as a really, really poor kid, knee deep in poverty, I certainly never thought that I would have my own motorcycle, and certainly never thought that I would have more than one. So in that journey, I've kind of decided that, this is my passion, and there's a reason why it's passionate for me. And I enjoy helping other women and building a positive female motorcycle rider community. It just all of a sudden one day all came together for me, and here I am. So my new YouTube channel, Chicks in the Garage. So what is it all about? I'll tell you what. I am going to learn how to work
let's
on my
go
own
ahead and let you talk to us about it.
Yes.
I was a Spanish teacher for many, many years.
Okay. All right, and we'll go ahead and bring it back to side by side right there. Right there, over. No, over.
There we go.
No, over. One more time.
There we go.
I was like, you can't lose me.
So many buttons.
We have so many buttons. We're like, okay.
I was like, there's no way I'm letting you lose me. I will find my way back to you.
This is actually a little bit different. Actually, we brought this one up a little bit different. This way, we get more this way. And
yeah.
we get a little bit better shot of your garage because it didn't cut off the camera so much. There's like so many different angles we could try to get. Now, we wanted to play a little bit of that one because that was a very important one that Heather found, which really portrays how all of this started and your story, exactly, how everything started and your story about getting into this. Now that we played that, do you want to expand on that a little bit more? Tell us about you.
Yeah, so, I really, when I was growing up, there were times in my life where I didn't have running water and electricity in my home. I grew up in the mountains of Pennsylvania to a very poor family, and I absolutely adore my family. They are the hardest working people, the biggest hearts. I learned all of that from my mom and dad, and they instilled that, and thank God they did, because, and you know what, growing up that way, I wouldn't change it for anything.
Okay.
And so, it was tough, and I never thought that I would be able to do the things that I'm doing. And I never thought, like Robin Hawk, little Robin Peller, as I used to be, would have the opportunities that I've had. And so I feel very fortunate. And so I feel it's my responsibility to spread that and to share that with everybody.
Yes.
And so I feel a very heavy responsibility of compassion and empathy for the human race. And hell yeah, girl.
Yeah.
And so and I mean every word of it, and I mean everything. I don't say anything I don't mean, and I don't do anything I don't mean. Everything I do is purposeful and targeted, and it's real. And so I hope that comes across in my YouTube channel and my genuine nature. There are some of my episodes where my one that I haven't posted yet is hilarious because I literally put on my helmet like a crash test because I'm like, I don't know how this is going to go. This is really good. And
you have great humor because I've watched all of your videos.
You got to be.
I love them.
I have to laugh at myself.
I love all of them.
Yes.
And I have to realize, I keep telling people, disclaimer, I am not a professional. Don't look at me like I'm a professional because what I'm doing is sharing the journey of my learning.
Yes.
Just like we share our life as our biker lifestyle.
Yes.
And we try to come across and we want people to understand it's our biker lifestyle.
Yes.
It's not
your biker lifestyle. It's ours.
It's exactly. And there's no set biker lifestyle. There's no handbook.
No.
And you guys, I'm really, really, really glad that you said that because, I just ran across this today and I had this discussion today actually with someone because sometimes people look at me and they're like, and they know that I'm an assistant principal by day. And, I have multiple education background degrees and stuff. And I speak languages, that's my thing. Languages are my thing. I used to be a Spanish teacher.
Too, yeah.
So I do all of that. And sometimes I think that people look at me and knowing that they'll say, they don't say it to me, but sometimes I think, they look at me like I'm not a biker. And I'm like, really? Because I put on thousands of miles and I'm crazy about this thing. And it really is my passion in my life. And so I was kind of thinking well, what's your definition of that?
That's the definition right there, what you just said. It's your passion.
Changed.
Yes.
I don't know why.
Everybody, please like and share and subscribe to these guys. They're awesome.
Yes, it is. And it's so nice that you have inspirational. Like I was saying before when we first started, a lot of times women can be very catty with each other.
Right. And it's nice to see like all of your women are all coming on. Like Christine is here talking about working on how she learned and her husband.
Oh my God. She did a video too because I told her. She's one of my girls too. And I said, videotape that. Let me see. So she posted it and shared it in our group. And I'm like, yes, I'm so proud of you. She did awesome. And her husband was a great teacher too. So I was so proud of her, like all of you guys. And Christy, you're right. It has evolved.
It has evolved.
It definitely has. Christy is also a rider. She rides.
Oh, she has that cool trike.
Right? She has a two-wheeler. She rides a beautiful two-wheeler. Yeah.
My friend Sandy just put a comment there that I just happened to see, and she said that she was convinced she was never going to own another bike until she met the SOS women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was friends with her for like 2 years, and she didn't. And I was like, "Oh, you should join us." But you know what? Not a pressure, because I said, you're our friend. And she said to me one day, "I figured that if you were my friends without a motorcycle, I'm going to get a motorcycle and you're still my friends, that this is a group I belong to." And I thought, oh my God, that's like the most powerful thing. So sweet. And I absolutely love that woman. She's a wonderful human being. Biggest heart I've ever seen.
And you also got to notice a lot of the biker community sticks together too.
Oh.
We're also a very tight-knit community that likes to stick together. We're people that like to hug. We're people that like to shake hands. That's because we're all like family. When someone rides past me, I'm giving them 2 fingers down. I'm doing that for a reason. I'm showing them respect that they're out there on 2 wheels and they're rolling by and they're not in their cage saying that they have a bike and they pull in with a slingshot, a seatbelt, and a helmet.
And a t-shirt.
And a t-shirt.
Yeah. I mean, and I also like what you said too, Heather, because I've kind of expanded my vision a little bit. When I was thinking about the magazine and my Uncaged Women Facebook community, I was thinking about spreading the love of motorcycles throughout women. And then I realized, you know what? Like women that are riding on the back, because one of our stiletto girls, she actually had a horrific accident happen to her. And it was heartwarming to me because we were doing a scholarship situation at my school, first year out for a senior class. My school's a new school. And I put it out to all the ladies, and several of the ladies came to support my school on their motorcycles. It was a car show. One of the ladies was come to the car show, and she actually had a horrific accident while she was coming to see me.
Oh God!
Oh wow!
So, and she recovered physically and whatnot, but she's lost some of the vision that she needs to ride. She can never ride, never drive again. Right. And so I just think of her all the time, and I told her, "You will always be my friend. You will always be my sister, my family member, and you will always ride with us, or our whole entire chapter will quit." Because stilettos, we worked it out and we figured it out. And she always rides with us, and I love her dearly, Ellie, and she's our sister no matter what. And I do say that one day I'm getting that little Honda out of my back Florida room. I'm gonna go to a big empty parking lot. I'm gonna get that girl back on that thing. Even if I'm sitting on the back with it, I don't care what we're doing. We're gonna get it.
Yes. One of your comments that just came up was Christine, who said, "No sister left behind."
That's right. We don't do that.
Amen to that.
Yes, definitely.
I am my sister's keeper.
Yes.
Absolutely. And, to the powerful girls, I really appreciate every single one of you. So if you could learn anything or hear anything that I say today on this show, especially, is just that, spread that love in that community. And, sometimes when somebody like Heather, has been also in an accident, if you're choosing to ride on the back, that's still a choice. If you still have a love for motorcycles, you still have a love for motorcycles.
I'm still a biker.
I want to absolutely embrace that as well, because that is a powerful statement. And Heather, even you inspired me to think more about that and how we can really make sure that we're articulating that and embracing everybody.
Well, it is true, because unfortunately backseaters get gypped and we get made fun of.
Yes.
And it's, oh, well, you're just a backseater.
No.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm the one that's there, that's got the eyes behind you, that's looking out for you, which way you go. Yes. I'm also the one on the phone doing the navigation. As he said, I'm also the one because I have to eat, because I'm a pig.
The squirrel.
I gotta eat all the time.
Now, what do? They eat and they run around. That's her.
So, you're right, Christy. Heather is a badass biker babe. I love her.
She's my human GoPro too, because we put GoPros on the bike. It was a static picture and it sucked. There's her with
I
the
get
camera.
much better footage.
Like this. Hey, John, look at everybody. I'm sitting there riding. Next thing you know, camera in my face, Cheeto this way, and there she is over the top like this. And there I am on a bike trying to hold it like this, and there's Heather on the side like this. But it works. We're so used to riding together. She could do her super squirrel routine on the back of the motorcycle, and we get good footage.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm glad
I have children who ride on the back. Some of our ladies, which is pretty awesome.
Well, I'm glad that it's brought some. Thank you, Christy. I'm glad.
I'm gonna be doing the same. I gotta do Rocker Box covers too.
Yes.
I am so glad that it's brought some awareness to that.
My own for 20 years.
So true. I've been riding on my own for 20 years, but my favorite is still on the back. Is
Hills. Hey, Hills. Oh my God, I love these guys. These are the best people.
Yes, Adam Ridgers.
Hey guys.
Okay, let me see who we got here.
Hey gals. That's right.
Okay.
We got Linda on.
Linda Wingate's friend of ours.
That's right. Nobody has to prove any. Nobody should ever have to prove anything to anyone.
No,
that is true.
Amen to that, David.
Yes, amen, David.
If we could all just accept each other and just be together and ride and enjoy, and that's the focus.
These are in the breeze. Yeah. These are in the breeze.
Exactly, Renee. Exactly. That is so true.
Yes, it is.
And it just goes for saying for us as we try to bring not just sharing our biker lifestyle, but also so that people don't cast judgment right away.
Yeah,
I might be somebody that's fully tattooed and so forth, but in looking at me, you might not know who I am and think, wow, she's a teacher. You might think, she's just a dirty old biker.
Same thing with me. When I come in the same way, you wouldn't think that I have degrees in the medical field and everything else.
Yeah.
They would know it.
My neighbor across the street one day, asked my husband, like, what does your wife do? And he said, well, she's an assistant principal. And he's like, well, that's really wrong. And I'm like, wait a minute, just ride my bike all over, my motorcycle all over, it seems weird. But I'm going to tell you, what I do share is with the kids at school, I do little meet and greets with my whole entire, all 315 of my level students. And when I do that, I want to know what are your hopes and dreams and what's something nobody know about you. And I share too. Hey, put it up. And what I share with them is that I am a female motorcycle rider who leads a female motorcycle riding group that's meant for empowerment and positivity. Every single girl I say that to lights up like a Christmas tree.
That's true. And look at her. Like Adam Rogers was saying, it doesn't matter what you're on as long as you're on 2 wheels.
That is, well, not even 2. You could be 3.
Three. Okay. Yep.
They put that back.
We got lots of girls in our stiletto group and Spider.
But as long as you're on 2 wheels, rubber side down, who gives a shit what you're on?
That's right.
True.
As long as it's in your heart.
Wind is in your knees.
There you go. Uncaged Life. Front seat, back seat.
Yes.
As long as you've got it right here in your heart and you lead that lifestyle.
And you believe in wind therapy.
Well, it's funny too because it's like hilarious because I'm all out, no rules. Even sticking my head out the window. Yes, Sandy. I also, big surprise, like my dream vehicle was a Jeep, so I own a Jeep too, and that's right. I said, I
the Jeep and what
I might have a small problem. I think I don't know. I have this thing about not being in a cage, and my not hawk. How hilarious is that?
It all matches, but tell us about the Jeep and what you want to do with what you're going on and
so someday after I get my Uncaged Life kind of really up and running, so I purposely and strategically thought about the fact that there's more to being an uncaged person and living the uncaged life than just motorcycles.
Okay.
People who have Jeeps, people who ride horseback, which I believe Heather and I both started that way too.
Yes.
So, and my friends. And so, I realized that not everybody who just rides a motorcycle is uncaged. We also have, Jeep riders and horseback riders. So I really, want to expand all of that opportunity. And my Jeep is a baby blue, robin eggshell blue, actually, kind of.
Wow.
Yes. I got another fan. Here that says, how do you find out about Stilettos on Steel? Can you say where your Facebook and everything is again?
Sure. So Linda Wingate. Hi, first of all. So Stilettos on Steel has a website. It's stilettosonsteel.com. Also, you can friend me. I maxed out on my friends on Facebook. But you can join Uncaged Women page as well, Linda, and I can also steer you in the right direction from there. I would love to hear have everybody join the Uncaged Women page. I can see you from there. You can Facebook friend me. You can private message me on Facebook Messenger. I'm Robin Hawk, easy to find.
Yes.
And my picture is motorcycle. Yeah, so
Reporter got this one up here. StilettoSteel.com.
Thanks, Kim. Oh, she's like my neighbor and my girl.
Oh, that's sweet.
And here's another one, Christine.
You guys, these girls always have my back, just like I have theirs.
And you know what? That's another thing to bring up.
Yes.
That's something to really cherish.
Yeah.
When you have people that you know are ride or die,
Yeah.
and that you can trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because quite honestly, John and I are very, very cautious
Yeah.
when it comes to that, because you never know, and people can be so manipulative.
Yeah, I know.
So our circle is very small.
Circle of friends is like this.
Well, I used to have a small circle, and then I started, but I'm very strategic about who I let into my Facebook. So I look for people that have good, solid motorcycle. Almost all of my 5,000 Facebook friends are all female motorcyclists. I don't let in very many men at all, because it's really, really about women. And my friend Jen Brew, who was a huge inspiration to me. Jen Brew, I love you. You're my girl.
So who is Jen Brew?
She's the girl in Jacksonville. She started the all-female ride that I was telling you about.
Okay.
Most powerful experience I've ever had as a female. It's July 31st. We got backed up a couple dates because of the situation.
That one.
Oh my God. She is an amazing, amazing woman. She's out there, pounding the ground on her motorcycle all the time. She amazes me. I don't know how she does it. She gets around everywhere. Hey, Cajun. She's one of the all-female ride committee as well. There are 5 of us on the committee.
Wow.
It was extraordinary. All of my girls that went last year, oh my gosh, Sherry Mobita Brown, Ann Lysandra, Miss Chrissy, as she known, Jen Brew, and also Cajun, all of my teammates, and work really hard. It's a lot, but it is the most powerful experience for women motorcyclists in the state of Florida, in my opinion.
It sounds like it's just powerful in general.
Yes, Jacksonville, and it's July 31st to August 2nd this year. And because of our backups of the situation, but it's going to be fantastic, and we're going to join in sisterhood, and that's going to be awesome.
Yeah,
Rosie Riveter, May 31st. Don't forget about that.
Yeah,
yes,
definitely.
Heather,
Rosie.
you need to be getting your best Rosie costume.
I gotta see one on you. I'll rockabilly that with the Rosie costume.
We have prizes and lookalikes and everything. Oh, it's amazing.
And a bright red lipstick. And
Yeah,
showing the muscle and stuff.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I got the tats.
There you go, baby. Well, tats.
And I got some muscle.
You got some muscles. You can be Rosie.
And hopefully the gyms will open back up, and my muscle that's starting to deflate.
Oh my God, I feel so horrible we haven't been able to get to the gym. We're really into staying in shape.
And we feel like marshmallows.
I want to mention one more lady, if I could.
Sure.
There are 2 ladies that I've gotten to know that are very, very inspirational as well. We know her affectionately as Mama D Jones. She has traveled the United States, and she's an amazing woman. She wrote a book, 50 States of Consciousness. Oh my gosh, the things that she's been through, and her amazing story on a motorcycle is truly inspirational. An amazing human being. She blows it up on her Facebook. She's so friendly to everybody. And also, one of my stiletto girls wrote a book, and she's riding solo, Debbie Tolbert Duggar, and she's doing amazing things too. And all of these women, I can't tell you how much I love to mention their names and support them, because they're all doing amazing things, and they inspire me to be a better person. They inspire me to do more. And as Jen Brew always says, we got to do better.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And just the fact that you're trying to bring all of this together.
Yeah.
And you're having a really good
experience.
From what I can see, you're having a great experience. You're so vivacious and gung-ho about this. There's no way you're going to fail.
Tons of energy.
You've got all the energy, and you've got such support. Yes. I love this. I mean, it's just great.
People are just comments are pouring in constantly.
When you surround yourself with positive people that have vision, mission, and purpose, then it grows you as a person, because you have no choice than to do better, be better, like Jen says, because you're just surrounded by such a great team of people that it feeds that inner positivity. I have seen the women in my group just blossom and flourish because of the support that they give each other. And it's just, I'm blessed to be able to be part of all of these women's lives.
Yes, and the confidence of being able to ride too with other group of women that are like-minded with the same mission. Is that what you want?
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
And you know, I mean, it's about time. The days of us being in the kitchen.
I don't want it. No.
Over.
I don't want that. I want a partner, not a puppet.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh my God, these ladies are so amazing. I love them all. They're so supportive. For everybody to stay up and you know, to tune in when I kind of let everybody know that I was coming on. And I also, I'm going to be selfish right now. Oh, thank you, Boston. You guys are so awesome and so sweet. I want to put a plug in for you all, John and Heather. You are amazing people.
Thank you.
I love what you're dreaming to do, to go around and do motorcycle shows and just spread that positivity too. And that's why I was drawn to you and really wanted to come on your show.
Thank you.
I appreciate you having me, and I will definitely be sharing the word about you guys, because I think you're a hidden gem right now. That it's about time that the world knows that you guys are out there, because you are awesome. You too.
Well, we really appreciate that,
much.
Robin. You've just done, I mean, you're an amazing guest, an amazing person.
Yes.
You've really rocked our show.
Yeah, you have. I mean,
I don't know if you even know how long that you've been on, but we've been talking
for
55 minutes and 41 seconds.
I'm a presenter by nature. You know, you can't stand in front of a classroom in front of like angry teenagers without being pretty engaging. So I've gotten lots of years of practice. I have to put in one more little plug. I really want to say a final word. Again, I can't thank my husband enough for being the kind of man that he is. And he has an inspiring life. You know, he came from and struggled and fought for everything he's ever had. And he's just an amazingly ambitious person who has taught me to be ambitious as well. And I love him. William Hawk, you are the greatest, and you are my soulmate. And I'm so glad that you love me.
That's great.
That's how I feel exactly towards John.
Oh, that's
John,
so sweet.
You're my soulmate, and I love you.
Oh, give me kisses, baby.
And I'm so glad you love me.
Yes.
And so sometimes I'm so glad that you just don't flush me.
Like a swirly flush you?
Yeah, you know.
Just, all right, don't get in the toilet.
Man. Sometimes I'm about ready to. Anyways, let's take some of these comments.
Yep. Okay, we got some more. Thank you, Robin from D. Jones.
You rock.
Wow, we got all kinds coming up here still. What's the next one? There you go.
You're welcome, Dave. You're welcome.
Surround yourself with, yes, exactly.
I raised my kids.
Having you get it, sister.
That's right. Wow, it's still blowing up here. Hey, hubby, thank you for sharing, Robin. Look, okay.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's sweet, Jen.
Great tonight. Oh, don't forget to like and share. Yes, everybody in the John Heather Show. Don't forget to please like and subscribe and share.
And don't forget to check out Uncaged Life on YouTube also.
100% shiny sides up from the John Heather Show, without a doubt.
Thank you, guys. Love you. You're a new friend.
It's not Uncaged Life on YouTube. What is it on YouTube?
Robin Hawk's Uncaged Life.
Robin
Hawk's Uncaged
I want to make sure I got it straight.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. More people finishing up. D. Jones is blowing you kisses.
Everybody's loving it.
Christy's giving us a laugh out loud. What we got here? Boston's throwing you hearts.
Yeah.
Let's see what's the next one.
Thank you for sharing, Jen.
I just shared. Oh, Jen did.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh, Stole Rain's phone, mine died. I'm going to keep up the positive vibes. Love you. Aw, that is so nice.
Exactly. Really nice. You really have great interaction from everybody.
I love these guys. They're the best. I'm so lucky.
We are so happy to have had you on our show tonight. I mean,
I loved it.
Definitely.
Lots
We'd
of
love to have
positivity.
you back again and do follow-up.
Anytime.
Oh, absolutely.
And,
I tell you what, it's a date. Once I launch that magazine and get that thing going, you'll be my first stop.
And I want to put you in touch with somebody else. They have their YouTube channel is called Two Indians.
Oh, they're really good.
And Barbara,
husband
the
and
wife, taught herself to ride watching YouTube videos.
She rides a 111 Indian, not a little bike either.
Wow, that's incredible. I love that.
Yes.
Oh,
She
I definitely have.
Everywhere. 2 Indians.
and they
really
live
good.
in Tampa. They've been on our show, and I'll put you in touch with her later on. We'll talk, and I'll give you their information because they're really neat people
Yes,
too.
they are.
Bye, everybody.
Okay.
Everybody, thank you so much
Thank you
for
so much
watching.
for watching our show.
I love you, Boston.
Please like and share, and don't forget, you will see us on our YouTube show. Got me all tongue twisting. You'll catch us on our YouTube show, and that will be our weekly live also.
Yep.
And we will be there. Like and share.
Like and subscribe. Please hit the bell for notifications for any new updates that we are posting.
Da-ding.
Da-ding. And that's about it.
And thank you so much,
Thank you
Robin.
so much, Robin. You were a wonderful guest. We had a great time.
You're welcome. It was an honor, and I wish you all the best, and I will definitely continue to support you as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Robin. You have a great night.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye. Let's bring it to us. There we go.
All right, everybody. Wasn't that amazing? Tell me that is not just one truly unique female.
Yes.
She is great.
And vivacious. I mean, my God, where does she get the energy? Where does she get all the energy from? I don't know. She has like multiple careers, multiple things going on. Oh, thank you very much. Mwah. You know, and all we got to say is that she was a very wonderful woman, smart, beautiful, intelligent. She's going to be going places, and we had a great time bringing her all to you and to all our fans now that we all know about Robin Hawk.
That is for sure. Let me tell you, Robin is definitely going to make it. And you can say that you watched her live beginning here on John and Heather's show. She is going to make it. That woman has got so many diverse interests, and she is so into it and has the right idea. And I just love the fact that she's all about empowering us, but bringing us together.
Yeah.
And that is just what is so important, and focusing on everyone and their individual needs and their individuality, but congratulating everybody for everything that they do. Yes. I think it was great.
Yes. I think you did a great thing.
So thank you, everybody. We love you guys.
Play the promo.
Make sure that you like and subscribe our show, please. Watch for all of our videos. Check us out. We've got 230-something videos up that you can choose from.
Oh, yeah.
And you can also see us with our fan page, The Dirty South.
Dirty South.
The Dirty South.
Keep it dirty.
Dirty, dirty girls and dirty guys. And don't forget, every Tuesday, we're live on Facebook and YouTube.
That's right. And we're wrapping it up right now for everybody there. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming along and watching the show. We had a lot of good feedback from all of our fans. And
Robin
we just
Hawk
love
was
you all.
amazing. Great. Stilettos on Steel. Amazing group.
Amazing.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
We love you.
Peace out.
Deuces.